Howdy folks, Justin here. I wanted to give you guys a look before I show you some gameplay footage of a new deck I've been working on. It's Charmer and a Dragon Tamer Blade and I were talking in the most recent episode of the Fun and Active podcast about things to do with Odiniran Necromancer. And then we also were making jokes about if a person concedes to your 52 card deck, you can call it a 52 card pickup. So I had to combine both ideas. I ended up with a deck that's real strong. Played in some friendly matches against people playing a variety of decks that are relatively meta for the unestablished, unrefined meta we have right now. Won them all. Hopped into casual to play a game and then played 3 games on the ladder. Those all went real well. So anyway, I got some of those on video. I'm going to show you here in a second, but I wanted to go over basically the plan here because this is not a very straightforward deck necessarily. Journey to Sovngarde. Okay. With Nimira's Shrine, Necromancer's Amulet, and Disciple of Nimira, you can throw away your creatures and then bring them back with Journey to Sovngarde for late game value and to win as a control deck later on. Onday Clan Sorcerer is an insanely powerful card that requires very specific circumstances to be good. This deck likes to cycle through its own creatures and kill them off, so getting multiple triggers off of your clan sorcerers isn't difficult to do. If you're able to trigger this, and you have Nimira's Shrine or 2 in play, you can cycle through a whole bunch of cards and just get a ton of value. The Odiniran Necromancer is the reason I built the deck, and it actually works really well in this list. First of all, as far as like super value creatures go that you can bring back, Hlaalu Sharpshooter is an all-star here, as is Dark Guardian. These are both large creatures you can bring back for some pretty serious tempo gain. If you Ald Velothi Assassin this thing up a couple times, you can bring back Dushnuk Yal Archers, Disciples of Nimira, and Doomcrag Vampires. It's also a powerful card to bring back post Journey to Sovngarde, where it just brings back even bigger and stronger stuff. Otherwise, the plan is pretty straightforward. You have to be pretty careful about how you leverage your resources because they are so fragile. But you use your cards to trade into your opponent's stuff. You can be the beatdown deck if you want to, with the help of the sorcerers and the raiding parties and the just 2 or 3 drops. You're able to be a beatdown if you need to be, but for the most part, you're aiming for an extremely long game. In one of the games that I didn't get on camera, I just absolutely annihilated, over the course of 20 minutes, a post-Journey to Sovngarde Telvanni Altar deck. Like, that's how much value this deck is able to generate with these relatively straightforward cards, because, if you have time to set up, you're just drawing so many cards per turn. You should be pretty solid. And all these things trade pretty well against aggressive creatures, mid-range creatures. Mid-range decks are probably going to be your toughest matchup, but you're going to tear up combo decks, you're going to tear up control decks, and you're going to have a pretty good time doing it because you get to play some pretty off-the-wall stuff. Odiniran Necromancer and Onday Clan Sorcerer, 2 new legendaries from Houses of Morrowind, are pretty niche cards despite being high power level, and seeing them in action here is a lot of fun. And I think this is a pretty... Honestly, I think this is I mind the fact that it's 52 cards in it. You can trim some stuff out of it because that's the good thing to do, the right thing to do. I think the deck's just solid enough to take on the ladder all the way to Legend, to be totally honest with you. So, all right. Howdy, folks. Justin here. Let's do this. I'm going to try this out in casual first. People are asking for Reanimator. I've been doing a lot of brewing, and I'm trying to find the right shell to run the new Odiniran, I think that's how it's pronounced, Necromancer. I think that this is a reasonable place to play it. I've had some success against the AI, and you're going to watch as I try against a real live human being with this deck. I'll keep this. This is another card that I crafted 3 of to try out in this deck. It's been situationally really strong. Tarascon, the Forgotten Hero, is playing Assassin for our first matchup here. The card we always want in our opening hand is Ald Velothi Assassin. And we drew one. That is awesome. There's a lot of ways this doesn't work out. He could have removal for it. If he doesn't, or she doesn't, fair enough. There's a Doomcrag Vampire. So 3 creatures have to die during your turn to give you a blood magic spell. Brotherhood Slayer. So I'm actually not swinging. Let's see how this works. I wish the Old Velothi Assassin had stuck. Shadow Shift, huh? Well, that is disappointing. So a guard creature, and we draw a Goblin Skulk. Yeah. Lalu Sharpshooter's pretty solid here. So we were able to trigger the plot on here. This is a new addition to this sort of archetype. Again with the Shadow Shift. Okay. Not giving us a chance to play our... Wow, so our opponent's just tearing through our stuff here. Stormcloak Vanguard. Just gonna pass the turn. Want to draw Shrine into Mira ASAP. Assassin doesn't have support removal. Yep, that goes to 1, so we could kill it off with our Vanguard and drop the 5/5 next turn. I'm not sure what my opponent is up to. Queen Baron Zaya. So I could Stormcloak Fell. There's Namira's Shrine. Okay, so hopefully we get some stuff, some cheaper stuff that we can play next turn off of these rune breaks. Yeah. Another Namira Shrine is not really what we're looking for. And Elusive Schemer. Oh, this is Factotums. Okay. I think I just have to do this. Two cards played. But if I draw a 2 or 3 drop next turn, I can start going off. Okay, Dark Guardian. There's Brynholf. And Assembled Sanitizer. Alright, Raiding Party's great. Alright. Sharpshooter Scout. So if our Doomcrag Vampire survives, we're in good shape. If not, I mean, like, if it eats a lightning bolt, I think we're pretty good. Another Doomcrag Vampire. Just push and face damage. Okay. Alright, Leaf Lurker it is. So, Old Velothi Assassin. Doomcrag. We draw a Necromancer. Alright, so we're going to get to use this card for the first time. We go to 11. Go to 10. There's Journey. Daggerfall Mage is a little bit harder to remove. And there's a Reflective Automaton, but he's out of cards. Okay. Sharpshooter Scout. So actually... Okay. We draw a Rapid Shot. We draw a Dark Guardian. It's sort of stabilized at 10 life now. We want to bring back... I'm not sure what we want to bring back. Cycles Tome, so maybe he has Lightning Bolt in hand. Brotherhood Slayer is fine. Goblin Skulk. Okay. I don't think we want the third Namira's Shrine. Bring back Sharpshooter Scout. This is interesting. Swing. Only 11 creatures in our discard pile. Alright, that's good. Let's just draw a bunch of cards. Protected the Innocent, Rapid Shot, Disciple of Namira. Alright, with Necromancer's Amulet out, I think we've kind of secured this win. Yeah. Go to 13. Swings. Gets a curse, kills that. Yeah. Go to 12. Go to 13. Assembled Sanitizer. Okay. There's an Old Velothi Assassin. Raiding Party. Nord Firebrand. I guess we want to bring back Flawless Sharpshooter. It's a little bit bigger. And Nord Firebrand. Alright, let's draw 3 more cards. 15 life. We want the full 3 Necromancer's Amulets, I think, for sure. Sorry about that tap right there. Firebolt's my Old Velothi. 16 creatures, hand getting full. We only want to play 2 cards this turn. Let's play that. Don't need to draw more cards. With the Doomcrag and the stuff we have in our hand, we should be able to kill 3 creatures, even if they are our own. Assembled Conduit. Okay, there's a Drain Life. This is certainly an interesting deck. 18 dead creatures, 14 cards left in our deck. Let's go ahead and journey. And ditch one of the shrines. Swing and pass. So half the creatures in our deck now are nutso. We can trigger Hlalu Sharpshooter to kill that. Or Daggerfall Mage. Or Goblin Skulk, or any of these things, really. That is a 6/6 Sharpshooter Scout. Kill that. Draw 2 cards. It's a Gargoyle, a Nord Firebrand, and a Stormcloak Vanguard. That puts us at 10, 9 cards in hand. Perfect. Okay. Alright, let's end this. Okay, 18. Brotherhood Slayer. Can't afford to draw a card. Nord Firebrand, Drain Life should be game. Not bad for my first match against a human being. Sweet. Well, that went pretty well. Opponent playing a mid-range deck. Yeah, good game, man. We'll be right back for another one. Howdy, folks. Justin here, and I just recorded an amazing game, an amazing long game against House Telvanni with this deck. And my computer just froze and crashed as I was hitting the stop recording button, and the file's been corrupted and lost. So, I'm going to try to recreate that experience, but I am a little salty about it, to be totally honest with you. It was an epic game, my first with the deck on the ladder, and it's a pain in the ass. So, here we go. Our opponent, the Long Afternoon, is playing Mage. Let's see if Journey to Sovngarde is good enough to beat Mage these days. They are geniuses. They're an A genius, at least. We'll keep the Ald Valathi Assassin. It likely doesn't survive, but if it does, that would be pretty sweet. Any buffs we can get on our creatures are good against damage-based removal, obviously. They have the Execute Firebolt. Daggerfall Mage. Okay. Oh, that was perfect. Keeping my Ald Valathi Assassin alive seems pretty good. And it might be that we need to be some kind of beatdown. I'm not sure. Either way, they didn't have removal for it last turn. And they used a Ring Charge. They can't just like play Hive Defender into it. Merchant's Camel. Discarding Mage and Dwemer Puzzle Box. Alright. So we got a buff on our Onde Clan Sorcerer, so it now survives Ice Storm. Daggerfall Mage. So this is an interesting one. He's on Ice Storm next turn. So what are we trying to do? Are we trying to just beat him down? I could play the Dark Guardian. He buffs. Another buff on our sorcerer means that it survives lightning bolt. I don't know how often we're going to be killing that many of our own creatures, though. Cool Lawkeeper. Glimmer Puzzle Box. Studious Greybeard. This is a combo deck. So they can't Dawn's Wrath this turn. They can Dawn's Wrath next turn. Thalmor Justicar. Spirit Knife? Okay. They took themselves off of Dawn's Wrath. Just going to play 2 creatures that survive Ice Storm. Undying Dragon. Overdrew the Javelin. Okay. Oh, this is a Thorana Ice Spike combo deck. Yeah. Greetings. Alright, well, whatever that was, we beat it, and we did it the old-fashioned way. We'll be right back. We're 3-0 now with the deck. Seems pretty 3-0 with Vampire, with, I don't even know what you call this. Odiniran Necromancer is the reason I built the deck. This is for the people who are asking for a Reanimator deck. Effectively, we're reanimating creatures by sending them to, Sovngarde to come back as, Valiant Warrior Spirits. We're also taking a page from the old Turbo Self-Mill Warrior deck. I kind of like what we got going on here so far. Our next opponent is Burnout. Burnout is playing Spellsword. Let's see what kind of Spellsword deck Burnout's rocking. They have the ring. If it's tokens, the deck's not going to be as good against tokens as it used to be. We took out the Skaven Pyromancers to make room for some other stuff. I'm just going to pass for now so we know what we're facing. Young Mammoth. So we'll find out if he's running Execute. Young Mammoth is in a lot of decks, so. Stone Tooth Scrapper. This is an East Empire Crafter deck. Oh, this is interesting. That is not the card I meant to play. I meant to play Raiding Party. That sucks. Sure. Windkeep Spell Sword is strong against a lot of what we might have been doing. Just going to play those over there for now. We'll take 6. Hopefully draw into some gas. If the vampire eats removal, so be it. General Tullius. Huh. Okay. Rapid Shot. Barrow Stalker. That was the exact wrong creature. We did get a gargoyle for our troubles. I was hoping for that buff to hit any of the Nord Firebrands. Treeminder. Yeah. That is good. We can bring back Nord Firebrand. Or Hlalu Sharpshooter. Let's bring Hlalu Sharpshooter back. Keep our guys alive. Kill enough creatures to give us another another blood magic spell. And then we got a drain life. Alright. Mechanar. This is Singleton. I hope. Do you keep pushing damage with the deck running Mechanar? Alright. Another Gargoyle, additional kill Archer. There's a lot of value generation between the Clan Sorcerer and the Shrine. Okay. And Hlalu Sharpshooter has been insane. I really don't even know where to begin here. I think I rapid shot that. 2 more cards, a Corpse Curse, and a Protector of the Innocent. Immolating Blast. Okay. Little Girl. I actually don't have a clean answer for Little Girl. I can do 6, 7, 8, 13 damage, but I think I'm just going to end up shackling this. So I kind of don't want to play Barrowstalker, despite them being huge and buffed, because I don't want them to get Miracked. But everything is bad to get Miracked. So let's put lethal in both lanes. Can we do that? If it's a singleton deck like we think it is, we should be okay. Fell the Mighty can take care of that now, because he won't have another Immolating Blast. Dawn's Wrath, we can still hit him for 12, or 13, I mean. Plus we have the Drain Life. I think we have another winner here, guys. I think we're about to be 4-0. That is a 5/8 with charge, Shadowfen Priest. Okay. Alright. Wow. That was an absolute beating. Okay. I'm impressed. I think we might have hit rank 2. Yeah. 4-0. Okay. Well, see you on the ladder. Hopefully you give this deck a try, because this is a 2-color deck. I know I've been playing a lot with 3-color decks. This 2-color deck seems real strong.